It's almost like a fantasy of freedom-loving Americans to take their current government, show them the door, kick them down the steps, and change the locks. Well, that literally just happened in a small town in Michigan. Not the kick them down the steps part, but they did unseat their entire government, and they did change the locks on the former government's offices. People often say, you can't fight City Hall. Well, you can't say that to the people of Green Charter Township, Michigan anymore, because they did just that. They fought and got every last one of the town-hating scoundrels in their government ousted. Residents of Green Charter Township, Michigan, strongly disapproved of their local township board's decision to greenlight the construction of a Chinese-connected electric vehicle battery plant in their community. The name of the company is Goshen. It's billed as an energy solutions battery technology company with locations in Fremont, California, Independence, Ohio, Germany, Shanghai, and Singapore. The project was expected to create more than 2,300 jobs as part of a $2.34 billion investment. And by the way, Chinese entities currently own more than 383,000 acres of U.S. farmland, and some Americans have had enough. Despite the backlash from residents, the board moved forward with the Chinese-affiliated project.
One race you probably did not see on the front pages of most newspapers, at least, and it's a race that's sending shockwaves from one small town in Michigan all the way to China. Voters in a small Michigan township tossed out their entire town board last night. A locksmith was even brought in to change the locks on the ousted officials' former offices late night. They were voted out because they supported a controversial battery plant linked to the Chinese government.
We're in the town hall. It's very strange because the government is just gone. They all packed up yesterday. This was the supervisor's office. He took his desk, took a bunch of other stuff. It's empty now. The clerk's office down here, Elizabeth, where they do a lot of the town business, is just empty. The new board members are going to move in, get everything going, and they say one of their biggest priorities is stopping that project that's associated with China. There's a new government in Green Charter Township, Michigan, and they didn't waste any time changing the locks at the town hall. Residents ousted their entire town board last night, upset after they approved plans for a massive Chinese-affiliated electric vehicle battery plant.
I think they thought we were a bunch of local yokel rednecks that wouldn't do anything, and we were blessed with a crew that was very intelligent.
But it's been a long journey to this point. When we first arrived in Green Charter Township last year, residents were angry.
My family members fought communism. And you're bringing it right here.
Everybody's entitled to an opinion, and guess what China's is? They don't like us.
The township board was not answering our questions about secret deals with Chinese-affiliated company Goshen.
Mr. Jernstead, my name is Brian Enton. I'm a reporter with News Nation. With News Nation.
I don't know.
Do you have a contract with Goshen involving your land?
No comment.
Did you sell Goshen your land?
I don't know yet.
Despite the backlash from what seemed like almost everyone in the town, the board moved forward with the Chinese-affiliated project. What do you make of the Chinese connection?
Well, it's very disturbing because, for one, from the beginning, there's been a complete denial of the connection.
So why here? Why do you
think? I don't know, other than somebody must be benefiting from it.
That was Corey Rebo back in April. She had no experience in politics, but ran for clerk and won last night. What can you do now to stop the Goshen project?
We just plan on making it as difficult as possible for them to continue their process. They don't have a site plan, they don't have permits yet, so we're not their friend.
As far as demographics, Green Charter Township has about 3,200 people, most of whom vehemently rejected the idea of Goshen coming to town. A lot of people involved in unseating the local government goons had no experience in politics. And it's the possible communist connection that so many Green Charter Township residents said drove them to the polls and fueled the town's anger. The Chinese-affiliated company Goshen previously denied allegiance to the Communist Party of China. However, its corporate records say, quote, The company shall set up a party organization and carry out party activities in accordance with the Constitution of the Communist Party of China. Resident Harry King said, "Right now, we're not on friendly terms with China. They're threatening us, and I consider them the enemy. I don't want them here either." And with the overwhelming distrust for the town's government, a clerk from a neighboring township ran the election and counted the ballots. Cheers erupted as voters heard the results from the recall election held to vote out the entire town board. The new board will be sworn in on Wednesday, and the process to keep Goshen out of their township will begin. Apparently, Goshen has already bought the property, so the new board is expecting a long road ahead, but they said they're willing to fight. One of the residents said, "We want everyone to have a voice and not have any secrecy anymore. This whole thing that went down with Goshen was horrible from the first go-around. And like I said, the people have spoken." News Nation said they reached out to Goshen for a comment, and the company responded, quote, "We are a multinational company and don't believe in political posturing and are still committed to bringing thousands of jobs to the state of Michigan." Leave your thoughts about this. Do you think the townspeople are on the right side of history on this? Do you think the previous government was working for or against the people? Are you on the side of the Green Charter residents or on the side of Goshen, the Chinese company? Or is there something in between we haven't considered yet? Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell notification icon. Give it a thumbs up. Share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, grab a hard-hitting conversation-starting design from the shirt store. Become a channel member, but most of all, fight for your freedoms. If you're ignorant of your freedoms, you don't have them. If you don't exercise them, you'll lose them. I'll see you in the next video.